Hello guys, welcome back to S3D. So I took a look at some Storm Collectibles figures in person, and I kind of remember, some issues I had in the past with a couple figures I had. Um, yeah, even with the six scale figures, I think they're not really worth like $250. That's what they're marketing it for. I think realistically, um, they're comparable to 3-0. In fact, I think some of my 3-0 figures are so much better than these two six scale figures. I went to my comic shop and I look at the Scorpion, and that was okay. It was, I think that figure can also get a body swap or something. But when it comes to their supposedly 112 scale figures, they're way too big for 112 scale. And I do have to say, it's kind of like the same situation with Bandai Tamashii Nations. Uh, the quality doesn't really justify the price, not at like 60 to $100. Apparently, a lot of the figures are going to $100 now. I would say, they are still pretty decent figures, but I wouldn't pay anything over like $50 for these. I know people are trying to sell them for insane prices, like over $100 to $200 for some of these figures. I just don't see the value there. There's a lot of QC issues, and they use a lot of plasticized PVC for the overlays on the figure. So sometimes they can get warped pretty badly. So yeah, and the figures, I feel like they're very stylized. A lot of people are saying like, they can't really do female figures, like the female figures just look weird and stuff like that. Um, it's probably the same as SH Figures, Bandai, Tamashii Nations. Sometimes they just miss the mark. The face, though, a lot of the faces look kind of wonky too. I really don't know what to say. If you collect this kind of stuff, I would just be, more careful with how much you're paying for these. If you're getting them at a discount, yeah, by all means. I don't think that's really a huge problem. Uh, but if you're paying full price, yeah, like over $100, yeah, that would be. I think that's the driven factor that drives a lot of people crazy, and result in a lot of criticism. I haven't promote like any of the figures because I just don't like their figures in general. Um, even with King of the Fighter, like I really like Geese Howard, but I don't want to buy these Storm collectible ones. And even recently, I was looking at that Taki figure, but I decided to just make my own in the six scale. Because I just noticed a lot of problem. That figure is very stylized. I think her legs are too short compared to her torso. I don't think she's always drawn or rendered with like really really long legs. In fact, in the game, right, her legs have like incredible reach. Basically, all I do when I was playing the original Soul Calibur, I just kick people to death. She has this like three hit combo that basically is just three roundhouse kicks, and it's like it juggles people or it drives people insane. Like the reach is just incredible. It's like almost cheating. So yeah, I don't know, man. Some of these proportions on some of these figures, I really do actually like their old figures, like the Sector, the Cyrex. Those were pretty cool figures. I really like those two. But anything after that, I just feel like, especially with fighting game characters, I feel like, I could make them in six scale and still save uh, money instead of paying their super ridiculous high prices for their figures. Yeah, like all their Street Fighter figures, the Tekken figures, these are all like $100 now. If you make your own custom figures in six scale, I think you can probably make a better figure with like parts for either the same price or a little bit more than what you're paying for. I mean, obviously, the scale is an issue, but I'm more interested in like the figure looking nice and stuff like that. Yeah, I am looking forward to the 6 scale Kenshiro, but I don't know if that's ever happening. Uh, there's some promotional photos on it. I think this is the thing that I overhyped and make people very upset because I keep talking about this Kenshiro, which it's been announced since 2018, and did it ever come to be? 2013. Okay, well, it got teased. Finally, got teased in 20 in September. Okay, well, I might consider getting this guy. Yeah, like I said, I don't completely dislike Storm Collectibles, and I do agree with what a lot of people are saying about their figures, but I don't think it's bad. Depends on how much you pay. I guess if you're paying like $100 and you get a crappy figure with quality control issues, very much like Tamashii Nations, then yeah, that could be that could be a major problem. Yeah, this figure looks good. I don't think Suizio is gonna do a Kenshiro, so I don't have a choice. Probably gonna have to pay the out the ass with this one. So anyway, that is pretty much it about my opinion about Storm Collectibles. Just be careful how much you pay. Just treat it like Bandai Tamashii Nations. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. Thanks for watching.